So camera bags are something that's essential for every photographer, videographer, YouTuber, content creator with a camera, because you got to bring it around, and finding the right bag is kind of a daunting task because there are a ton of different camera bag brands out there. There are some that are very, very popular and some that are less known. But the one that I'm trying out right now is from a well-reputable company, but they're not really known for camera bags. And the bag that I'm talking about today is the Manfrotto Chicago bag. As I said before, Manfrotto is a reputable brand. You would know them from, like I said, their tripods or any sort of thing when it comes to stabilization. They're one of the top brands for good reason. They make a wider range of products at different price points for loads of different types of creators. Now, I had known about Manfrotto for years, but I just didn't really know about their bags. Excuse the crunchy leaves. And I know that they made really quality products, so they reached out, hey, would you like to try a bag? Absolutely. Who doesn't want to try a camera bag from a reputable brand like that? All right, let's first talk about the functionality of this bag. This bag has more of your Peak Design style of side loading compartments where you can load in your camera, your lenses to both sides. It's got a little bit of a pass-through. It's a little different than the style of bag that I'm accustomed to. I'm normally like a back-loaded or a front-loaded type of camera bag user, but I'm liking this. I'm liking that I can kind of use one side as more of a favorite, and then another side is more of a not as frequently used side for gear. Another thing that I really like about this bag is it's got some different types of like secret compartments. There's a nice little zipper on the top here that I can use to store my phone or my little disposable digital camera. It's really nice to have that accessible without having to get too far into the bag. Other things that are really cool too for functionality is just having this nice luggage strap. So that way if I'm in the airport, I've got my luggage, I can just take my bag and shove it right through the little handle there to just make life easier and less weight on your back. The build quality of this bag is really, really solid. Everything is very well padded. Everything's very thought out. The backside's nice and comfortable. It even has little gaps for ventilation, so that way your back doesn't get too crazy hot. And my bag also came with this very nice travel tech organizer pouch that is up to the same quality as the bag. And on the inside, it's like an accordion, and I've got functionality for different cables. I haven't found a use for this yet. I don't want to put my SD cards there because I'm a little afraid. Nice amount of space, and it adds another dimension of functionality. It adds another dimension of functionality to this bag by adding this in the mix. Now, I'll say this, as far as comparisons for the different bags that I've personally owned, I've only owned a few, but I'd say this Manfrotto Chicago bag is by far the best build quality out of everything, and I'd say it's the most rugged and the most reliable feeling bag that I have. And what I mean is the padding and everything in the bag just feels so nice, feels super secure. I've got zero worries that my belongings are going anywhere, that they're getting damaged. They feel very, very protected, which is awesome because, as I had mentioned, you want to make sure that you're protecting your investment that you've made into all your gear and that it's not going to be damaged in the bag that you're carrying all the stuff in. Not gonna lie, feeling a bit like Michael Scott in that Survivor Man episode in The Office.
I am totally alone right now with only my thoughts. I love it. I can literally say anything I want. I have hemorrhoids!
It's pretty tight here. Thank goodness. Well, this will be another testament to the build quality. Full disclosure, Manfrotto sent me this bag for free, but they're not paying me. They're not paying me for my opinion or telling me an opinion to give. These are all just what I feel after using this bag for a little while. Okay. All right, we made it back. Last thing I want to talk about are the looks of this bag. Overall, it's a black camera bag that's very sleek, very modern kind of look. I like this because it's not overtly a camera bag. It's only kind of a noticeable camera bag to other people who shoot. I also love too when brands don't do like an overt crazy amount of branding. The only thing that I've noticed here is that there is the Manfrotto on the front, which is like a metal piece, and then sort of their signature black and red here on the strap. And then it's worth mentioning too that the insert on this bag, like other manufacturers, this piece can actually come out because it's separate, and this bag comes with the strap, so you could just take this and use it as like sort of a crossbody sling, or if you weren't using it specifically for camera stuff, you could unhook this and you could take this whole insert out, and then you could just use this open cavity for whatever you want to put in there. So overall, my thoughts on this Manfrotto bag: I think that the build quality, the functionality, and the looks, it's really good. And I think that this is a really good opportunity to do for both myself and maybe for you as the viewer, to just broaden your mind, broaden your horizon a little bit on which brands make certain products. And just because you're not familiar with a certain brand or familiar with a certain brand making a certain type of product does not mean that it's going to be a bad product. It just may not be as mainstream. All I'd say, don't be afraid to try stuff, especially if they've got a good return policy. It's worth going out there and trying some different stuff, because you may end up finding something that actually works really well for you. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, or that you got some entertainment out of it. If you did get some value, why don't you go ahead and add some value right back to it by hitting that like button, and also subscribe, all the fun things. I got links to this bag and all the gear that I put in it down below. And I hope you enjoyed this style of video. This is more out and about, not really in the studio. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comments down below. And until the next time, my name is Zach Sopak. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.